And everything, no clutter on your table. Okay, no clutter on your desk. Everything inside the book bag except your sheet and one notebook where you're going to write this. Okay. So, how many of you like poetry? How many of you like poetry? None? Oh, very good. I can see in Karl Marx, I can see some hands raised. Very good. That girl sitting in the last bench, she raised her hand. Could you please come and tell me what you like about poetry? What do you like about poetry? Come, bache, come. Who else? Anybody else who likes poetry? Okay. Now, poetry we know is the expression of your emotion, like, whatever you feel, whatever you see. So it is the expression. Excuse me. So here it comes in a very different way. And today we are going to do this very beautiful poem, Your World. And who has written this? Georgia Douglas Johnson. So Georgia Douglas, I'll give you a brief introduction of the poet and then we will move forward. Now, Georgia Douglas Johnson was an American poet, okay? And she wrote this poem in the beginning of the 19th century, okay? Sorry, 20th century. It was early 1900s. And at that point of time, the situation in America was not what it is today, okay? People were still fighting for their rights. Okay, everybody was not given the same status in society. So many people wrote, very progressive poetry or poetry, confrontational poetry. Like, when you confront, when you go and speak, like, you speak your opinions. So this kind of poetry. And she was a black woman. Okay, she was a black woman who did not look like black. Her skin was not, but she was a black woman. And the blacks were at that point of time not given equal rights. They were not even considered. There was like, all the abolition of slavery and all that, like, American history a little bit, but still. So we can see whatever she felt, the whole emotion is there. One part of her emotion is there in this poem. Okay, let's begin. Who will read this? Who will read this? I want someone to come out and read. Okay. No volunteers? Okay, I can see a hand raised in Karl Marx again. Okay, please come out. Yes, middle row. Yes, please come out, beta. It's a beautiful poem. Okay, Your World. So this is the main, the name or the title of the poem. Yes. And why I gave you a little background about the poet? Because that background will tell you exactly, like, how she felt or what she felt. Okay. So that's why it's so very important. Yes, beta, come. Start reading. The child who came out to read, please read out, beta.
Your world is as big as you make it. I know, for I used to hide in the nest in the corner, my wings pressing close to my side, but I sighted is the distant horizon where the skyline encircled the sea, and I throbbed with a burning desire to travel this immensity. I battered the corners around me and cradled my wings on the breeze, then soared to uttermost reaches with rapture, with power, with ease.
Okay. Thank you, beta. Thank you. So, anyone else would like to read? Thank you, bache. Poetry is when you start doing a poetry or a poem, you don't read it just once. You read it a couple of times. Okay. You read it a few times to get the whole meaning. First, what is written in the words and what every word would mean. And second, what is written inside? What is the thing the poet wants to tell us? What is the message? Or what is the theme? What is the poet trying to convey through these words? So we have to understand that. For that, we need some insight and some in-depth understanding. Okay, so that's how. Anyone else who would come out and read? I want one or two readings. I'm sure there are people who want to come out. Yes, please come. Plato, first bench. That girl who raised her hand, to come. Please come. And one more thing, when we are reading poetry, we don't rush, okay? Very slowly, calmly, quietly, because it is something to soothe our nerves. Yes. Yes, Pache? Plato, the child who came forward, please read. Your world is as big as you make it. Okay, this is how. That girl from the Plato, why am she reading out? Okay, your world is as big as you make it, I know, for I used to abide in the narrowest nest in a corner, my wings pressing close to my side. But I sighted the distant horizon, where the skyline encircled the sea, and I throbbed with a burning desire to travel this immensity. I battered the cordons around me and cradled my wings on the breeze, then soared to the uttermost reaches with raptures, with prayers, with ease. Okay? With power, with ease. This is how you read a poem. Anyone else who's interested? Why is yes? Are you coming, Militis? Do you want to come and read? That little boy? I want at least one more volunteer to come out and read. What happened, beta? The girl from the Plato house. Why didn't you read out, bacha? Okay, there are so many children in Tolstoy. Please, on my right, your left, I can see three hands raised. You can come. Yes. Each one of you can read like one paragraph if you want. Yes, beta, Tolstoy, please read. Start reading. I can't hear. Yes, Tolstoy, what happened? There was a child who was eager to read, raised hand. There were three or four children. Yes, please come. Please read.
Speak.
Yes, please.
Your world is as big as you.
Yes.
Your world is as
Yes.
big as you make it. I know, for I used to abide in the narrowest nest in the corner, my wings pressing close to my side.
Very good. Next. Very good. Next.
But I slide the distant horizon where the skyline encircled the sea, and I throbbed with a burning desire to travel his immensity.
Very good. Next. Very good. Next.
I battered the cordons around me and cradled my wings on the breeze, then soared to uh, uttermost reaches with the rapture, with power, with ease.
Very. Okay. Thank you for coming out and reading. I'll read just one more time. There are Karl Marx children, 2 children who have raised hand. Please come out and read, then we will start discussing. Okay. So I'm sure by this third reading, you people have understood what this poet wants to say, or what is the theme. Theme means what is the base of this poem. Like, for what is this poem written? Okay. So start thinking about that. Yes, Beta, please. Yes.
Your world is as big as you make it. I know, for I used to abide in the narrowest nest in the corner, my wing pressing close to my side. But I sighted the distant horizon, where the skyline encircled the sea, and I throbbed with burning desire to travel in this immensity. I battered the corridors around me and circled my wings on the breeze, then soared to the uttermost reaches with rapture, with power, and with ease.
Very good. Very nice. Okay. So here we are. You have to pay, like, poetry reading or poetry recitation is the right word. You recite a poem. Okay. Is a, what you say, a poetry reading also, and recitation, like, it is an art. It is an art, and there are many poetry reading and recitation competitions going on. Okay. In different schools, they have this competition, and you can have your intra school also. So your world is as big as you make it. I know, for I used to abide. There is a new word here. Okay, so we will move on to the next. We will now do it paragraph. So what is in this paragraph that you have understood? What do you think this whole poem is about? What do you think? Who will tell me? When you read this poem, you must have, like, you must have understood something out of it. What is it? Beta, you can come and tell. Don't hesitate. Even if it's not right, doesn't matter. What I want is encouraging you people to just come out and answer. So you must have understood at least something. What have you understood of this poem? Why should I explain? Like, learning is a two-way process. Okay? You learn, I also learn through each other. So it is a two-way process. I cannot be the one talking all the time, and you cannot be the one listening all the time. That doesn't work. It is, all classrooms have to be very, very, like, we should have like conversations. We should have questions, answering each other. So I want someone to come and let me know, what have you understood from this poem? You can discuss with your partner, then what did your partner understand from this poem and what you understood, and then you can come and tell me. And probably you might be absolutely correct. This is what a poem is telling you. This is exactly what the poem wants to tell you. Okay? When we doubt ourselves, we hesitate, we don't go forward. That's what it is telling us. Who will come and tell me, what have you understood from this poem? Okay, very good. I can see a hand raised in Tolstoy. Yes, that boy on my left. Please come out and tell me, what have you understood? Yes, बच्चे, आ जाओ फटाफट आओ. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. आ जाओ. Yes, nobody wants to come? Okay. So basically, it says your world is as big as you make it. Very nice. Okay? That. Yes, what did you say? Reading. What do you mean by your world is like? What have you understand the whole poem? What is the message? What do you think of the whole poem?
इसको पता है
फिर ये कह दो. Yes, आप हिंदी में भी बता दो, कोई बात नहीं. Okay. So basically, this person, whoever is the speaker or whoever is this person is telling that she's giving out an advice or she's through personal experience. I'm saying she because it is the poet is a woman, but it can be he also, the speaker. Okay. So saying that your world is as big as you want to make it. And how do you make your world? What is your world? What is your world? Okay. I know for I used to abide. Abide here is everybody start writing. Live. Okay. When you live somewhere. Okay. Or there is another meaning. Follow. Okay. But here it is abide. In the narrowest nest. Very narrow nest. Okay. In a corner. Tucked away in the corner. My wings pressing close to my side. Very important line. What do you think is happening here? What kind of feeling do you get? किसी के wings ऐसे उसके हाथ ऐसे जुड़े हुए हैं, like on the side. What do you think? So I'll give you an idea. Okay, this is a poem in which the poet is trying to tell us through a bird. Okay, instead of saying it's a human being, through a bird, it is trying to tell that you are living in a narrow rest, जब एक छोटे से पिंजरे में आपको बंद करें, how is the feeling? How is the feeling? Who will tell me? You are stuck in a very narrow place, बहुत ही छोटी जगह पे, and where even your wings or your arms are like this. You can't move your arms. You can't do up and down. You can't move around. How do you feel? Who will come out with a word? Yes, yes, bache, Plato. That girl, she's trying to raise her hand, little hesitant. Aajo beta, aajo. Because nothing is wrong here. It's only your interpretation. Okay, so don't even hesitate. So what is it? How do you feel when you are in a very narrow space, very congested space, and you can't even move your hands? Everything is stuck like that, like your arms are like this. How do you feel? Will anyone tell me? How do you feel? Yes, bache, you had come out. Would you tell me? Confine. Use this word. Confined, matlab, like suffocating. I could not hear your voice, bache. So suffocating. Keep writing these words. So the poet is trying to say that your world is as big as you make it. I know I used to abide, I used to live in a very narrow nest, a very small, congested place. Okay? In a corner, my wings pressing close to my side. So basically, this whole paragraph is telling you that how this person felt. It's not actually living. What were the feelings of this person? How this person felt? So suffocating, he was suffocated. Suffocated मतलब जो आपको कोई ऐसे गला दबा रहा है, आप choke हो रहे हो, So what is the feeling? So write here, write down. Confined, limitation, limits. Okay, इसके आगे कुछ कर ही नहीं सकते. Limitation. Okay, so what can this be? What can this be? This is the feelings of that person, how this person felt. Okay. So what can you write here? Tell me. How did this person live? So here we are saying that this person lived in a state of where this person did not know his or her own potential, did not know. Okay, so this is basically confined. Confined का मतलब ये होता है कि कोई जगह के अंदर, जैसे कई लोग होते हैं, like they never go anywhere, they are just living in one space. Naturally they will never know about the world. Okay, they will have no experiences, they will never meet new people, they will have no kind of so that is what it is. That is like one aspect. But here, if in your mind you think, basically the poet is trying to tell you, if in your mind you think, I can't, even if you have the greatest talents, if you don't utilize your talent, nothing is going to happen. You will never, never, never. Okay. So basically, narrowest nest is this. Narrowest nest means lived confined. Okay. Then wings pressing close. What does it mean? Your wings pressing close. Potential. Okay, whatever potential you have is unused. Potential unused. Or talent. If you have talent, unused. Okay, so this is what? This is how, if you are living in this place, a very confined, narrowest nest. Narrowest nest means lived in a confined place, your wings will be pressing. So this is not basically what the poet is trying to say, that I used to live in a place where, my mind, I used to just live there and I never thought I could achieve or do anything. So I never did anything. I just lived there. But then what happened? Okay, let's go to the next paragraph. Then what happened? Okay, it's very interesting that yes. This is the second paragraph. Let's see what happened in the second paragraph. Read out and tell me if something changed. Has anything changed here? I sighted the distant horizon, where the skyline encircled the sea, and I throbbed with burning desire to travel this immensity. What happened here? Did something change? Did something change? Who will tell me what happened here? So this is this whole paragraph. I cited the distant horizon. So let's see what is horizon. Who will tell me what is horizon? आपने पढ़ा होगा horizon क्या होता है? What is horizon? Who will come and tell me? You know, when we see in the far place, we see as is where the sky and earth kind of meet, that area or horizons. Okay, so those far away horizons. Sometimes you feel the earth and the sea are meeting. Sometimes you feel like दूर ऐसे लगता है, that things are meeting. They are horizons. So what is horizon? Okay, so what is happening here? Suddenly, this person is seeing hope. Seeing horizon means hope. Okay, this person is seeing hope. and then skyline, and circle the sea. So where the sky and is like, encircling the sea. It is like completely वही जहाँ sea and skyline are meeting. And I throbbed with a burning desire. Throbbed with a burning desire. So basically what is happening? Horizon is possibilities. This person has suddenly realized that there are possibilities. Okay. So what is that possibility? And then desire. Now, burning desire is, what is burning desire? I'm sure you can understand. A strong urge, a strong desire, a strong desire to do something or for something. So suddenly she had this throbbing desire, burning desire. What she wanted to do? To travel to this immensity, like vastness. When you go out and you see the open sky and the sea, how do you feel? कि सब कुछ कितना बड़ा है, विशाल है. So that is this vastness. When she saw this vastness, she wanted to go there. That means she wanted to grab all the opportunities. She wanted to grab all the opportunities. So second paragraph, this whole paragraph is aspirations and desire. The whole paragraph is aspiration. Aspiration is something you want. Desire is also something you, as I aspire to be a doctor, I aspire to be a scientist, I aspire to be an astronaut. So aspirations, what you want to do, and desires, what you want to achieve. I want a big house. I want to live a life king size. I want some things. I want peace, like whatever your desire is. Okay, so not only materialistic things, but different things. Okay, so all the second paragraph is basically aspirations and desires. First paragraph was sad because she said that she lived in conformity, she lived in a narrow nest, and her wings were, she could not move. Okay, second paragraph is hope. It's telling her because she saw horizon, she saw possibilities, then she had this burning desire. And what she wanted to do, she wanted to travel this immensity. That means she wanted to, what did she want to do? When you travel this, like she wanted to explore. She wanted to, so basically this line also means wanted to explore different options or opportunities. She wanted to do, explore different options or opportunities. Okay. How many of you have really understood the poem? Can you raise your hand? Very good. Very good. Very good. I can see a few hands raised, and I'm sure more of you have understood. Yes. Very good if you're raising your hand. Yes. Tolstoy, excellent. Even Karl Marx, I'm so happy. See, very, very good, Russell. It's a small poem, limited words, big message. Very good, children. Very good. Okay, so just write down these, what it is. Think about it. Okay, throbbing. I was thinking of a lot of words. What throbbing means? जब हम हमें कई बार होता है ना, like I can say, like throbbing pain, मतलब which is like pulsating, like ऐसे ऐसे ऐसे, like हम बोलते हैं ना धक धक ऐसे हो रहा है. Okay, so that is like a throbbing, and throbbing here also means like a pulsating. बहुत ज़्यादा ऐसे, like pulsating. I am sorry, I couldn't find an easier word for it myself. I don't know how to say. Throbbing is pulsating. बहुत ज़्यादा, like going like this, like your heart throbs. Your pain, you have a throbbing headache, you have a throbbing pain in the leg, like बहुत ज़्यादा, immense, a lot. Okay, so this is your burning desire. Immense, a lot, a big desire. Burning means बहुत ही, like you have this real feeling to go out and prove yourself to the world. So if you have all written down this, then we can move on to the next paragraph. Have you all done this? If you've done, you can raise your hand. Yes. Very good. Should I move on to the next? Very good. Thank you, children. Now, let's move to the next one. The last paragraph. So first paragraph was confinement and limitation. Second paragraph was aspire. So things changed. Aspiration and desire. Now let's see what the third paragraph has to tell us. I battered the cordons around me. Battered मतलब किसी चीज को smash कर देना, तोड़ देना मार मार के. You can take like a stick and smash something, or you can literally battered means like बिल्कुल तहस नहस जो हिंदी में बोलते हैं वो कर देना. Okay, so battered. You battered something. So you're battered. And cordons, like you must have seen a lot of time the police cordons off an area. Cordons. Accident हो गया, कहीं accident हो गया, so what they do, they will put ribbons. Okay, so that is area is cordoned off. They say the area is cordoned off, and that means you cannot go there. So she says whatever those cordons were made around her, she has battered them. Okay, so she has battered, broken them, and she has decided to move. Okay, and cradled. Cradle होता है like a soft feeling. किसी को ऐसे प्यार से, like a mother, like you're cradling the baby. So yeah, she has cradled my wings. Her wings, which were stuck like this, now she has slowly opened them. Okay, and on the breeze, and she's feeling the breeze under her wings. Okay, that means she's ready to go, soar somewhere. Soar means ye wala soar, SOAR. That means soaring in the sky, udna janti hai. Then soared to the uttermost reaches. Uttermost reaches means dur 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 tak. Okay, very far away. With rapture, rapture is happiness, and with power, that is courage, and with ease, aram se, like so she has finally broken the shackles or things which were holding her, because she suddenly had this urge to do something great, and she just moved away. So what is the main thing here? The main thing is breaking free. So this whole paragraph is breaking free. You break free. Okay, so she has broken free, and from all the restraints, things which were restraining her, which were holding, and then this is not W, this is V. Okay, vast world. She has taken on the vast world. Okay, finding limitless opportunities. Okay, so basically the whole paragraph. So you see there are three paragraphs. In the first paragraph, she was confined in a narrow nest and her wings were tightly held like this. Second paragraph, the realization that there is a whole world out there. Okay, when she saw the horizon, the desire, then suddenly she had this desire to go. And finally, she broke she battered the cordons and then she cradled her wings. She let the wings, she opened up her wings, let the breeze flow under them. And then she soared to the uttermost. She went to the uttermost reaches, farthest corners. Like that means breaking free, taking on the vast world, finding limitless opportunities. So this is what the whole poem is. So what do you think is the most important message in this poem? Okay. So we will just do bartered cordons. What does it mean? What does it mean? Overcoming obstacles, barriers. That means the things, इसका मतलब ये है. Okay? Battered cordons means overcoming obstacles, barriers. जो भी चीजों ने उसको पकड़ के रखा हुआ था, उसको आगे बढ़ने नहीं दे रही थी, वो सब चीजें उसने तहस कर दी. And now she has taken on the world. Okay? Uttermost reaches. What does uttermost reaches mean? अभी मैंने आपको बताया था. What does it mean? Uttermost reaches. The far things. Okay? So this is uttermost reaches is here. Achieving. What does it mean? Achieving what? What are you achieving? Freedom. Success. Okay, so these are. Soar means to take a flight. To take a flight. That means to go to achieve them. To go and achieve them. And rapture means joy. Okay, happiness. Power is courage. And ease is with what will you with easily, things which you can do easily. So she did all these things with ease. Okay, she achieved all this. Are you all done? Cradled it, like with care. Cradled a baby. You cradle a baby. Okay, so cradled your wings means your whatever talent you had, whatever potential you had, you nurtured it. You nurtured it. You instead of ignoring it, you made it better. You made things better. So that is cradling. That is cradling. Okay. That means you cradle with my wings. Wings here are your potential, your talents. So here, that is how you did the whole thing. So how many of you like this poem? How many of you? Now that we have, very good, very good. It is a beautiful poem. And now that we have done this poem, all the other answers have to come from you now. Because you have understood the meaning of the words. So all the other answers should come from you. Okay, and I'm sure you are very bright children who can answer all the questions. Okay, so make a little, put some breeze under your wings also. Okay, believe in yourself and start answering the questions. So should I move away forward now? Should I? Yes or no? Okay. Now we have to see what is the theme. What do you think is the theme of this poem? What is the theme? अब तो सबको आना चाहिए. Like it is a universal idea. Universal means that idea on which the whole poem is based. The whole poem is universal. तो आपको पता ही है, everywhere. Okay. So this is that idea. Or lesson which the poet wants you to learn, or a message. Okay. So anything. So your theme is idea, message, or lesson the poet wants you to understand. So what do you think? What is the poet wants you to understand in this poem? What does he means? There can be more than multiple themes हो सकती हैं. There can be one theme, there can be 2, 3, 4, 5, many themes. Please come up. What do you think is the most important theme here? What is the most important theme? Who will come out? Okay, I'll start and then I know you. There will be no stopping you. Okay. So basically, theme क्या है? What is the theme here? One of the themes. Okay. One of the themes here is first one. Freedom. What is the second theme? This poem tells you that you have to free yourself. You have to free. आप कोई भी बातों में फंसे हुए हो, कोई भी चीजों में, वहां से you have to free, entangle yourself, detangle yourself. So you have to free yourself. What is the second theme here? What is the second theme? It is talking a lot about potential, your talents. कि आपके अंदर बहुत कुछ है. Okay, you are limitless. You have lot of talent inside you. So what is the second? I've given you. Discover yourself. You never know what is there inside you, how talented you are. Don't limit yourself. कि ये तो मेरे से होगा नहीं, ये मैं कर नहीं सकता, ये मैं this is like beyond my capacity. No. So basically, these are the themes in this poem. Freedom is one theme. Then discover yourself. That is the most important theme here. Please discover yourself and your potentials. Like, what are your potentials? Third, breaking. Breaking what? Limitations. You know, sometimes we break limitations. You must have seen lots of movies in which, you know, people have. How many of you have seen Chandu Champion? A movie, Chandu Champion. Have you seen that movie? How many of you have seen? So Chandu Champion is a movie in which this man who was in the army, he got shot in the spinal cord. Okay. And then there was this bullet which was embedded. It stayed in his spinal cord for the rest of his life. They could not take it out. So he got paralyzed. And so he was a boxer. He was a boxing champion. And then he could not box. So what did he do? He broke his limitations and he started swimming. And he became a swimming champion. He got a gold for India in Olympics, Paralympics. You know what are Paralympics, okay? So he got a gold for India in Paralympics. So this is what is breaking your limitations. So these are freedom, discover yourself, break anything which you think, I can't do this, this can't happen. This is all in the mind, break it. What else? Realize your potential. Okay, always work to realize your potential. You should. Okay, you should work to realize. These are the 4 very important things here which you have to follow. I hope you all look at this poem and try to solve as many things. Now, here are like, the C, question C. I think so you can do it. By now, you'll be able to. So next class, when we meet, we'll continue with this. Okay. Thank you very much, children. Have a very good day.